We're here at the North East Football Writers Awards, joined by Steve Harper. Steve, second year in a row, Newcastle United player has picked up an award. Bruno picks it up this year. How important has Bruno been for this club?
It's been a revelation, hasn't he? What a signing. Just a really good footballer. I mean, I think North East fans, Newcastle fans know what a good quality footballer looks like, and they've taken to Bruno straight away. Game intelligence really good, technically very good. For such a young guy as well, he's been an excellent signing, and hopefully we can keep hold of him for a long time to come.
Fingers crossed, mate. He's here with his full family tonight. Is that showing you the sort of thing Eddie Howe has brought to this football club, bringing everybody involved, and it's not just the players themselves, but everybody in the background?
I think the manager and the new owners as well, to be fair. I think the real collective, the connection back with the fans, and the manager, I think, epitomises that with the team spirit he's fostered amongst all of the lads, and for Bruno to be here. There's some first team staff, the Doc's here, Dan Ashworth's here as well. Shows you how far the club have come in a short time as well, and for Bruno to be here, like I said, with his wife and family, to pick up such a prestigious award, shows you that connection is back, isn't it? And just shows you that the club are in a good place moving forward.
Yeah, so on the back of the pain which we felt last week, the cup final defeat, Newcastle got a huge season ahead of them now. It was a big season before a ball had been kicked going into this one. How important is it now to finish this season well?
Of course, yeah, just got to try and discover that form that we had pre-World Cup. I think people get caught up on this little run that we're on now, but you think how far we've come in 18 months through the work the manager's done and his staff, and the owners, and the recruitment's been excellent. The team spirit we've got will stand us in good stead, and over the course of 38 games you're always going to have peaks and troughs and little dips and good runs and difficult runs, and at the minute we've on the back of last week we put up a really good show at Manchester City without being able to take the chances we created. But I think I was the one that coined it's a bipolar football club, and it shifts quickly, but we're in a good place. We're in a good place where we've come a long way in a short space of time. To be pushing for the top six, given where we were 18 months ago, shows you that is the case, and people shouldn't lose sight of that, and they won't. It's been a difficult run, but we've got a couple of good fixtures now, an opportunity to get back on track quickly.
So you mentioned top six there, and we'll have flirted this season with top four. What is a realistic expectation now? Seeing we're ahead of schedule going into this season, so if you're asking yourself this question now, what is going to be a successful finish?
Just improvement on last year. You've got to keep moving forward in this game, haven't you? I think everybody would have taken 17th last year, wouldn't it? So where we finished last year was way above expectation, and if we can improve on that and keep building every window, every window, keep adding one or two quality players and just keep building, because the gap from where we were to the top four is enormous, and the fact that we're even flirting with that shows you how far we've come in a short period of time. But it gives you that little taste of it, as players, as staff, as fans. Gives you that little taste of it, and that's where we want to be. And I'm sure the owners, the sporting director, the players, the fans, the staff, everybody's united in that. That's where we want to be. That's where this club belongs, and hopefully, like I said, if we can build on last year and move up a few places and do that year on year, we can get back to the top table.
We've had that little taste of cup finals now. I know you were involved in the last cup final.
Yeah.
What now? Do you think going forward, now that we've had that taste, the overall aim for the new owners and the management and the coaching staff, they want to be in every single one involved, if possible?
Well, everybody I've spoke to, I went down as a fan, my family were there, and I was in Trafalgar Square. It was just incredible, and speaking to everybody around, everybody said, look, we had an incredible weekend. What a weekend it was. There was nothing in the game for half an hour, but it just makes you think, wow, when we win something, and we will, it's going to be special, and hopefully that'll be the launch pad to many more.
So you mentioned there now, as a fan of this football club, are you just happy to be on the outside now, just looking at and just enjoying this moment?
No, well, I'm the academy director now as well, so I'm very much in there and helping to try and produce the players of the future. But we know that's getting more difficult now as the club, the bar is raised with regards to where the club wants to get to. We've made a lot of good positive changes at the academy to try and move with the club as it does that. But when you've been in and around it for such a long time, you can't help but get caught up in the feel-good factor that is there now. And long may it continue.
So you mentioned keeping Bruno in this team as well, and I think it may be a tough task going forward with the likes of Real Madrid sniffing for Bruno. It's a big change from what Newcastle used to be as a stepping stone.
Well, listen, we want to attract the best players, and we want to keep them. The fact he is such a good player, and we've been able to attract him, shows you just how far we've come. And hopefully we can build and improve around him as well. We've got a really good squad now. The players are doing really well. The managerial staff are improving the players we've got. But we know that top four is still, it's still a very, very exclusive club that we're hoping to disrupt, and it will take time. And to do that, you've got to have more players of the quality of Bruno in and around him. And as a fan or a staff member, that's what everybody wants, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Appreciate it, Steve.
No probs. Thank you
very much.
Thank you.